quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
That's another Eagles first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Second and 12. A handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 36-yard.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I'm talking with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Ryan. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Falcons 7, Eagles 3.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Saquon Barkley running right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Jake Elliott on.
That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got some room at the 30. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat. Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st down, Falcons.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
Eagles 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. third down. Ryan. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Eagles 10. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This time they stay on the ground, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Another carry now for Gurley. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
To throw is Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd down.
Here's Ryan. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Eagles 10.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Wentz. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24 more.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
21. Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Brought down by Javon.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2-yard gain.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's caught. Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And
that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Single, slot. Hey, running out over there, running out. You got that, Lee. You got that, Lee. You got that.
Now a handoff for Gurley. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
First down, Atlanta.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play for Gurley. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 17-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again they run with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.